What's popping out there, world? And welcome to another edition of CJ Sports Nation, presented by your boy CJ straight out of KC. Just wanted to wrap real quick, man, a little AM boxing talk, man. I got three shows scheduled for the day. The first one being now, talking some good old boxing for a quick little minute. Sorry, I'm running a couple of minutes behind. Had to do some early morning dropping people off type shit. You know what I'm saying? Later on this, I believe I scheduled it for this evening. We're gonna talk some hoop, and then later on tonight we back on football. So y'all make sure y'all tap in and fuck with the kid today. But anyways, man, I just wanted to talk about a couple of things. First being, you know what I'm saying, what is next for my boy Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder? That is the question. That is the $1 million motherfucking question right there. What's next for him? What's next for him? Tyson Fury had took, they had all that shit going on with court and all that, man, and Tyson pretty much, oh, I don't want to fight him again because he slandered my name. He ruined my character. He insulted my people. That's what Big Tyson said, right? I thought that shit was kind of weird because, or because I'm pretty much asking myself, like, are you sure you don't want to fight him again because he's gonna expose that you didn't earn those knockouts, within the boxing rules? Because I think that's what it is. You know, Tyson doesn't want the truth to come out because it will ruin his reputation. I thought all that shit was suspicious. The whole night of that fight, from the locker room incident when the lights went off to he didn't even want to do a fucking press conference. Now you just beat who was considered the number one heavyweight knockout artist in the game. You just stopped him, and you don't want to give an interview because he know what he did wasn't the honorable way to do it. He knows that. Come on now. I would have gave King Kong Luis Ortiz a better shot of knocking out Deontay Wilder or even knocking him to the canvas, which he almost did in the first fight. I would have gave him a better shot of doing that versus Tyson Fury. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, and I just really thought that whole situation was fucking weird to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And now we get through all the court shit, and you don't want to fight them, and now they screaming, let's get this big British showdown cracking between him and Joshua. Let's hurry up and get these contracts signed, a 2-fight deal, and shit like that. And don't get me wrong, that would be a kick ass fight because I am an Anthony Joshua fan. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand Tyson Fury, but I like Anthony Joshua. I like his work ethic. He's sharp with the skills. You know what I'm saying? He has been battle tested on the chin. He's been down in fights, but I like AJ. I still think he's a stand up type of guy. A lot of people think Tyson Fury is going to beat him, but to me, I think, if Tyson Fury does run completely away from Wilder, he's going to run into a situation where Joshua, where karma's going to come back and bite his motherfucking ass for how he did Wilder. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad. It really is. It's sad, man. Boxing is a great sport, and no matter what sport you play, whether it's football, whether it's boxing, whether it's baseball, you got to cheat the sport, then you don't need to be in it. You know what I'm saying? We all know that didn't Deontay's head didn't come from no damn padded glove. Anybody with sense could see that. Come on, bruh. Read between the lines, man. Because I know I read between them very well. And I just don't believe that to be the case. Now, which way will the champ go? Which way will he go? Will he fight Usyk? Hell, Usyk is kind of tied to AJ. Matter of fact, he is tied to AJ. So, is that a route? We know he ain't gonna go Luis Ortiz again. Will Dylan White stop acting like a bitch and pillow talking and actually get in the ring with this man? Possibly after he fights Povetkin? Because I'm pretty sure Wilder will look at Dylan White as a warm up because I don't believe Dylan White gets out of the first round. You seen how Povetkin did him in the first fight. Even though I give White his credit, White was winning the fight up until he got caught, and that son of a bitch didn't get back up after that. I believe if Wilder fights, Dylan White, it's gonna look just like it did when he fought Dominic Brazil. I don't see it getting out of the first round. Dylan White talked too much smack for my blood, and I've been waiting to see that motherfucker get caught with one of them Wilder shots for a number of years. And I can't wait. I hope that happens. You got some up and coming fighters that he can fight, man, but outside of those two right there, the money fight, the trilogy with Fury or AJ, who I don't believe has the heart to fight Wilder either. Because, like I said, AJ's chin has been battle tested far too many times in the game. He will get knocked out by Deontay Wilder if he gets caught with that hard ass right. Period. That's just how I feel on that, G. So it's just one of those things to where I just don't know right now which way he will go. I hope everything works out. I have to look into it to see if anything has happened, like any decisions made with the court hearings with him and Fury. But, Tyson Fury is showing clearly to the people that are blind and doesn't believe it was possible for him to do that or he wouldn't do that. He's showing you all the signs that you need to see that he's not the true champion that he claims to be. You got to be smart and be logical and be able to see what's going on. Come on now. Lights cut off in the locker room. Does no media questions after the fight. Now all of a sudden you're in your feelings because now Deontay's not keeping quiet about this shit no more. He kept quiet for almost a year. Had all of us wondering, and all the big time media cats wondering, well, where's Deontay Wilder at? Why is he not responding to this? Then out of nowhere, he's responding to it, and boom. He was even on Blue Blood Sports TV and shout out to Blue Blood and spoke of the same thing. I believe he was on 78 Sports TV. Shout out to that brother. He spoke of the same thing. He's not fucking keeping quiet right now no more because he's got every right to speak on it. Did it kind of hurt him getting that trilogy? You can look at it like that. You definitely could look at it like that because to some degree, it did hurt him being able to get the trilogy, you know. But we'll just see how far the hierarchy allow Tyson Fury to run away from the situation. Because y'all want to make a big time British showdown. I still don't think that an AJ and Fury fight is going to draw in America like Fury Wilder 3. See, Fury knows that Wilder is going to fuck him up, man, when they get into another match. If they get into another match. If they get into that trilogy, Fury knows he's through. Then you licked on this man. You licked the blood off this man. You sick son of a gun. Are you serious right now? You cheated me? See, Tyson Fury knows he can possibly lose his life. He could possibly lose his life, man, if he walks into another fight against that man because Tyson Fury knows in his heart he did not earn that win the honorable way. If he got in there and he outboxed Deontay and just so happened to catch him with one or two, guess what? I would be man enough to say, hey, Tyson Fury was the better fighter that night. But that's not what happened. Don't be blind to the shit. Stay woke to it. Another thing I wanted to rap about real quick, man. Earl Spence, man. Him and Danny Garcia, they did some real good numbers from their pay-per-view back in was it early December or late November, somewhere in there, late November, early December. I want to say it was late November. They did real good numbers, man, and he's actually putting up way better numbers than Canelo Alvarez. He's always been putting up better numbers than Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Earl is truly showing that he is, I don't like to compare him to Floyd because they not even the same. But if you want to talk popularity wise, then these two cats is probably, I'm not gonna say Earl's probably got a little bit ways to go to get them Floyd numbers, but he's doing his thing now. And I'm happy for him. And I'm glad to see that brother progressing. And a fight with him and Ugas, which is rumored to be what's getting ready to happen, that would be big. I think Earl stops Ugas. I do. You know, question is what happens after that. That's gonna be the main question with Earl the Truth. Because I don't know, man. I fucks with Terrence Crawford, but I'm starting to really question some things with him. I really am, man, and I don't know. He's got the nerve to say that if he finished his career now, or if him and Earl finished their careers today, that basically Earl wouldn't be a Hall of Famer. He would be. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's. Sometimes I wonder about Terrence, man. Sometimes I wonder about him a lot, man. You know, maybe his family should take him to get a CTE scan because he's clearly dumb as a motherfucker if he thinks of shit like that. And that's just what it is, G. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, last subject that I wanted to cover 135, man. Tank Davis, man. How I would kind of want to see him do it. If Tank was to fight at 130, I would definitely want to see him fight Tevin Farmer because Tevin and him had that beef, still got that beef. They need to get back to the table for the third time and try to make that happen. because they tried to a couple of times before, and it went left on both sides both times. So now y'all got a chance to make that fight happen. You know, I think he walks right through JoJo Diaz, and then you still got him and Mr. Gary Russell. They can bang it out at 130. Tank from one side of the water in the DMV, and Gary from the other side. So that's a fight that I definitely would want to see. And then you look at 135, the two fights that I really want to see with Tank would definitely be Ryan Garcia. And I think I go back and forth with myself on whether I think Tank will stop Ryan Garcia. It may go the distance, but I think Tank, he's gonna Ryan's gonna taste that canvas at least once. That's what I think. Tank always fight. Tank always fight smaller guys. Why? Um, you know what, man? That's a good question, man. You can look at it like that, and I completely understand where you're coming from. Tank is just a naturally big guy. Like if you look at Tank, Tank could be a running back in the NFL, I think. Tank is just a naturally big guy compared to a lot of the cats that's in his weight division. You know, but Tank is a dog, man. Make no mistake about it, man. Tank is an animal at what he does, man, and he's got devastating power. You know, there are guys in the division like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney that can match skill set with him. Maybe even match a little bit of ring IQ. But if Tank catch you with one, you going to sleep. I mean, that's just what it is, man. I mean, that's all I can say, man. If Tank catch you with one, you going to sleep, man. And it's no disrespect to nobody in the division. Me personally, I'm more of a Devin Haney guy because I believe that skills. When you got a fighter like Haney, he doesn't possess the knockout power, but Haney can get in the ring and embarrass the shit out of you, man. Just beat you every round. Just beat you the hell up every round. To me, yeah, we all like that devastating knockout, but to me, a cat that can get in the ring and just completely, like, you're not landing anything, and he's just effectively getting everything off on you. To me, that's an ass whooping itself right there, and I enjoy seeing fights like that. And that's what Devin Haney does. You know what I'm saying? And now he's got away from his father, Bill, who's known to go a little crazy sometimes. He's looking to go a different direction. So I think that we're really gonna see a different Devin Haney now. That's what I think, man. Devin Haney is a complete dog. Some people want to see Tank and Lomachenko still. They want to see can Tank, beat Lomachenko, worse than Lopez did. And me personally, I, I don't know. Tank, I think, loses to Lomo and Devin Haney and T.O., bro. Whoa! Whoa, my brother. Whoa, you got me with that one. Hold on. You said Tank loses to Lomo, Devin Haney, and T.O. Whew. I think Tank gets Lomo. I'm not really sure about because Haney is so good, man. I'm kind of torn with that one. But and I don't think T.O. is gonna fight Tank. I just don't, man. T.O. Ever since he got that win over Lamo, man, he just been on some he been on some weird shit, man. And I don't know, man. If he fights him, I think it makes for a very good matchup. But T.O. got so much going on that he's talking about he wants to move up to 140 or, you know what I'm saying? He wants to go after Ramirez and Taylor, which I think, both of those cats will smoke T.O. That's just that's just what I think, but I don't know, man. I like Tate, but I think one or two of the other guys, can kind of give him a run for his money. Indeed, on that, indeed, So we'll see, man. Hopefully in the future we can see these fights actually happen. You know what I'm saying? So we shall see. We shall see. But anyways, y'all, man, if you didn't get to listen to this live, please rewind it back for your boy. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to be coming on a lot more and a lot more frequently. And you want to do business with your boy and link with your boy and do some shows and talk some boxing or football, basketball, whatever. I do all three sports. Just get with me, man. Emails in the description or drop your email in the comments and I'll get with you and we'll go from there. But I'll be back on later on today with some hoop talk, later on tonight with some football talk, and first thing in the morning with boxing talk. Much love, y'all.